It has become a bit of a scary time for live entertainment venues right across Canada and here in Saskatoon. A lot of them have been facing the prospect of having to close their doors due to a lack of business, of course, in an atmosphere that relies on large crowds of people being in a confined space. The Broadway Theatre in Saskatoon, of course, one of the premier entertainment venues in our fine city, and they're not going anywhere. They've launched an outstanding campaign that's going to ensure the future is strong, whatever the world looks like. Very happy to be joined by Aaron Otterbein from the Broadway Theatre. Aaron, thank you for chatting with us today. Before we get into the Broadway's specific campaign, let's start off just by talking a little bit about what it's been like for entertainment venues. As I mentioned off the top, it's kind of a scary time.
Yeah. I mean, back in March when the Broadway was helping to coordinate Juno Fest, and everybody remembers that that was kind of the moment where the gravity of this pandemic really hit home, and it was a really scary time in those first few days where it really felt like it was just live music that was gonna end up being kind of kiboshed from our local scene. And then, a few days passed, and the gravity, of course, increased, and we realized we were all in this together. Um, but being in the music industry and working in music industry, we've of course really seen the direct effects on our friends and artists and musicians across the country, in terms of not being able to tour, not being able to record, not being able to really even safely practice in a lot of places. And that's been, yeah, just a stark reminder of what's at stake in order to get kind of music and live entertainment going again in the country.
And it would be such a tragedy, of course, if we lost the Broadway Theater. I mean, you think about the history that that building has gone through from
Yeah.
the early part of the 20th century through some dark days, then rebuilt
Mhm.
in the later part of the century and strong as ever, and then to have to deal with this. But as a response, you guys have launched the Here to Stay campaign, and I guess just tell us a little bit about where the idea came from and maybe some of the generous support that you've seen so far.
Yeah, so the idea came from when our administrative team was able to start getting back to work and really started to question, okay, so what are we without live music? How are we a space for our community? What are the things that we want to do? And we've got a really cool creative team of people who work here, and there's a lot of really great big ideas and small ideas, and how to serve local, and how to be, make our space more accessible to our community in a time when the need for community is so strong. But of course, we need capital. We need money in order to do those things. And so the reality of that side of things, when we've been using live music to kind of support us through all of the other projects that we've done over the past years, live music has kind of been the moneymaker for that. And so how are we going to do this? Well, we had to turn to our community. We knew that this next year was going to be in service of them, and this is the first, public facing campaign that we've had in over 10 years. And so we knew that if there was a time that we needed to turn to our community, this was it. And it's been an overwhelming success, and it's kind of hard to fathom. uh, yeah, there was never a point where I doubted the support of the community, but there was the little pessimistic side of me that was a little like, oh, are we going to be limping towards our end goal at the end of this? And instead, Saskatoon just showed up and blew us away completely over this past weekend.
Excellent. I know you received a couple of fairly large contributions from individuals and businesses here, and we'd like you to highlight those, but then maybe also get into to how folks, individuals can do it and make a contribution no matter what size they're able to give.
For sure. So we've got a variety of tiers of donations, where the gifts or the things that you might receive just vary based on the amount that you're able to give. So we have everything from free film passes to you can book the theater for you and 30 of your family and friends to watch whatever film you want. We've got some amazing T-shirts and masks designed by Arcana Creative. We've got this beautiful mug designed by a local potter named Ken Wilkinson. There's a variety of things. We've got dinner and live events sponsored by Calories next door. So our neighbors and friends really showed up to make it worth it to our community to donate to the Broadway Theatre. And so I mean, I encourage a lot of people to just check out what the options are, because there's something that fits everybody and every kind of style of ability to give. And so if there's something that's exciting to you about being in the theater or being a part of the theater, or you just want a little memento of your time that you contributed to supporting us, there's all those options available on our campaign. We are dangerously close to meeting our matching campaign. If not, if we've probably met it since we started this interview, actually.
Excellent.
And so that's just kind of the icing on the cake, as we say. We're so lucky that Affinity Credit Union and Strata Development and Kinsman Saskatoon have decided to match the first 40 donated to us by the Be a Bob campaign. And but this campaign goes until October 30th, and so anybody who participates between now and then will still be included in all of the sweet perks that come with donating, and you'll still be a part of ensuring that the Broadway is here for a long time to come, and that we can serve our community and entertain and educate and inspire, as is our mission. And so anybody who wants to participate, you are absolutely welcome. We will happily take your money and make sure that it turns into something that you'll get to enjoy later in the future as well.
And if folks want some more information on how to donate, what sort of prizes they might be eligible for, and even just the importance of donating, the website is broadwayheretostay.ca. Erin, thank you so much for chatting with us. Congratulations on what has already been an outstanding campaign, and wish you good luck as we still head into a somewhat uncertain future. Things are certainly looking brighter there at the Broadway.
Yes, they are. Thank you so much. And thanks for checking in with us. We really appreciate it.